Quiet on the set. Zoom Room video sponsored by the VMC.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. And this is Lunch, coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. Here are the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours. And Lily is coming out of the closet.
Closet?
She was resting in the closet today.
Oh, I was going to say, Lily coming out of the closet. Jeez, you got a gay cat?
Yeah. Well, she might be. I don't know. I don't question her personal life choices.
So, yeah, I noticed,
I love you just the way you are. I don't care.
I meant to ask you about the picture of the cats in the window the other day. I noticed
Which
the
one?
cat you call the hood cat is actually got a collar on it, so it belongs to somebody?
Yes. The hood cat belongs to people across the street, but is not an indoor cat, only outdoor.
Ah, okay. Very
Then,
interesting. Well, he's indoors when he comes into your house.
Yeah, but since he has decided to poop on my carpet, I had to shut off everything in order to prevent him from accessing my house in any way.
What's Tyrion think of that?
Tyrion's a little upset, but getting over it.
Oh, does he just go to the door and you let him out now?
Lily's been trying to run outside more than Tyrion has, which is even funnier.
Yeah. Hey, I'm outside. Holy shit, what am I doing out here?
Exactly. I mean, it's like she goes outside, nibbles on some grass, and then comes right back inside. But
all right, so the pool is officially full.
Yes.
Officially.
Now, have you done the chemical check to see how that's going?
No, they haven't even finished with all that. They've got to come in and still shock it, do this, do that, put in my what the hell is it? My salt converter. I got to paint my deck.
So it's going to be a saltwater pool?
It's not a salt water pool. The salt gets converted to chlorine. So you put salt in the pool, it goes through the converter, and then it's well, that's interesting. Torque says he's hosting me, but I see he was hosting you, which is very interesting.
Maybe he started hosting me and then started to host you.
Oh, so he hosted you and then screwed you and said hosted me? Okay.
I don't know. I didn't receive
What's
that
up,
message.
Torque? I see it down in your chatty.
Where? I don't see it.
You don't see it? Torque is now hosting you? 1302? Yeah, I don't know. Again, it showed up on my screen, but went over to yours. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Chatty's all screwed up. Yeah.
Maybe. But
maybe that's the pool upgrade I've been looking for. Shot glass. Yeah, again, not salt water. The salt converter. You put salt in the pool, and then the converter converts it to chlorine and puts it back in the pool. As the chlorine evaporates, it turns back into salt. So technically, yes, a saltwater pool, but not actually a saltwater pool. Yeah.
So you ready for Tweeterverse, because we got some Shroud math to talk about.
Oh, we got some interesting stuff out in the Tweeterverse. So we're going to 21 hours ago for starters.
21 hours ago, Chris believes he fixed several of the moving platform issues.
He believes.
Your mine carts should once again work. Back to working on Inky, and I think I'll have them working 100% of the time and even on pots for the release.
So does that mean that you're going to be able to place NPCs anywhere in a POT? Is that what he's insinuating, do you think?
No idea.
Well, that's why we're here, to misinterpret the news.
Yeah, to interpret the news. Yes, quite possibly conversationalists will be NPC or POT placeable.
Possibly.
Possibly. But yes, let's go to the interesting Shroud math stuff.
Oh, he's got another one before that, 9 hours ago.
Well, that is a follow-on to the 9 hours ago.
Is it a follow-on? Okay,
yes,
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Adjusting...
I see 10 hours ago and then 9 hours ago. So I guess...
Here, let me refresh this to see if it does say 10 hours ago. It does now say 10 hours ago. 10 hours ago, adjusting damage math for magic. Over time, player intelligence has increased far more than skill level, making skill level matter more and intelligence slightly less. Overall, almost all players will see a net increase in magic damage. Chart below showing damage change by skill level divided by intelligence.
Until Friday, when he decides to nerf all that math that he just adjusted.
So skill level would be on the left column. Intelligence would be on the right column. Did you know you can get to 400 intelligence there, Laz?
I did once I read this chart. Of course, it also says that you can get to 200 skill level, but we know that that's supposedly mathematically impossible without cheating.
Just because you need 900 billion, or is it a 9 Google?
9 gazillion. Yeah.
Yeah.
A metric shit ton of experience.
And I think Laz forgot that a Google is a what is it? A million zeros, or is it 100 zeros?
I don't know. I just prefer a metric shit ton. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a fuck ton of XP that is not practical. But yes, here is...
Yes, theoretically. Theoretically. Which means it has not been proven, which means it's only a theory, which means bullshit.
Yes.
Theoretically, I can fly, but I just don't want to. Yeah.
And Chris did respond to this tweet twice. First one, 9 hours ago. Also, yes, I've been out most of the day for eye doctor stuff for the little one. So I'm doing what any normal person would do and starting my day at midnight and putting in a full day by breakfast. Coswald is like, wow, this seems like a great step towards putting magic schools on par with physical damage. Am I evil for hoping it comes with slight fire nerf, though? And 6 hours ago, Chris tweeted out, there is actually a very slight nerf to Ring of Fire as well, basically just making the ticks 10% longer to slow it down a bit. Yeah. Shroud math.
Yeah. So we're going to see a net increase, but already nerfing it. Yeah, like I said, we'll just wait till Friday.
Certain skills.
Just wait till Friday. So
Yeah.
So let's put it this way: this chart means absolutely nothing because he's tweaking individual skills, which throws the chart right out the freaking window. Right? Is that yeah good enough to say there? Here's the chart, but don't rely on the chart because I'm tweaking individual shit.
It's going to be something. It is going to be something. But 5 hours ago,
Somebody
Chris.
gets them.
Oh, Fizban's Treasury of Dragons has arrived. I guess that means it's in my mailbox.
Very cool.
Because I didn't hear any door alerts. Did you?
I did not, but Amazon's still using mail out there?
Yeah. I did have a funny one yesterday. FedEx guy triggered all of the alarm, the cameras. He walked up to the door and then walked away. He had the package in his hand the entire time.
Okay, never left the package?
He walked up to the door, turned his back to the door, and then walked away. Yeah.
Are you expecting a FedEx, or did he maybe have the wrong address? I've seen that happen.
Wrong house, probably.
Well, he didn't look at anything. He didn't look at the package or anything.
What's up, Shot Glass?
And how would he know my door number? My numbers for the house are on the curb. They're not at my door.
Well, they should be at the door too. Just
yes. I didn't. I wasn't. I don't think I was expecting a FedEx package. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea. Yeah, was a hitman checking on approaches for his kill. And Lily is helping my mouse do weird things. But 5 hours ago, had to put the Inky working in pots on hold for a bit. Instead, turned to investigate why tame taverns seem oddly unresponsive.
Girl.
I might have a fix for it. Starting a QA build with the fix on it now for publishing this afternoon. Yeah, and he also responded to that one because Garrett Grandberg said, while you're looking at the wyverns, their attack speed is so crazy slow they aren't much good for battle, both regular and ferocious versions. Maybe that's what you're looking at. A big increase in attack speed to help make them compare against spiders or crocs.
Forget spiders or crocs, man. You want nightmares and unicorns. Screw the rest of them. Or bears.
Hey, the attack was 3.5 seconds per attack. Dropped it to be a bit slower than wolves. Trying out the new guys on QA this evening, working on getting it published shortly.
Interesting.
So it was 3.5 seconds, and then he slowered, or
4 seconds.
He reduced it from 3.5 seconds to something a little slower than wolves.
Well, if he dropped it, wouldn't that go from 3 to 2? Or he
possibly,
upped it?
but so he increased the attacks per second.
Yeah,
but
I dropped it to be a little slower. So doesn't that mean he actually upped it to be a little slower?
You forgot the than wolves. Slower than wolves.
Right, but you dropped it to be slower than wolves. So was the 3.5 seconds slower than wolves? That's the question. I mean, I
don't know, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
Shroud,
a little. Wyverns are now going to be a little bit slower than wolves.
Which doesn't make sense. I would think a wyvern would be a whole lot faster than wolves since it can frickin' fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you would
and
just
Shot
think.
Glass is like, fuck you, DuckDuckGo. It's like, no, man. DuckDuckGo provided you excellent results.
I love those results he showed us and shared with us today.
That was awesome. Do you have that screenshot on screen?
I don't, but I can put it on screen.
Go ahead and bring it up because Shot Glass is in channel with us. He's using DuckDuckGo to search for the First Mate's dry dock chest key. And the obvious search result is, tell us the first time you sucked cock and were you forced?
It's the kids I worry about.
Kids aren't going to be using DuckDuckGo, man.
Let's all hope not.
They are. See, they're using his computer.
Yeah. Oh man, but glorious search results. You might want to include Shroud and Soda or Shroud in that search result.
I sure as hell will next time, guys. And I'm going to tell everybody that I learned that on North Britannia News Network.
New Britannia News Network, not North.
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
I'm running North.
But that is some pretty glorious search results there.
Yeah.
And very, very specific to your search query. I mean, that right there would tell me that the algorithm for DuckDuckGo kind of sucks.
Even more specific under the blacked out box.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, moving right along. Where do we want to start in today's news?
Someone's like, moderate safe search was actually on as well. What? You actually noticed that? Safe search was on moderate.
Okay.
Safe search was set on moderate. So, yeah, that's pretty damn funny.
Guess I'll need to tweak that one.
Depends.
If I want to know where the hell the First Mate's key is, I better make it all.
This could turn into the Nude Britannia News Network because we do only shoot from the chest up.
Naked hot tub.
That's right. Laz just got the hot tub. Okay, so Laz, where are we driving this ship to today?
Where were we wrecking the train today? I don't know. Let's start with a real quick one. Let's start with the last thing I put in there.
Was that the new Inky commands?
No, make dying more impactful. Let's die with some flair.
Yeah, make dying super more impactful because dying is super. You just hear a strange distorted sound and there you are floating. What about actually seeing your death animation and hearing a painful scream more before transitioning to bland Ghost World? UO screams were spot on, by the way. I don't remember UO screams.
Not really. And I thought that there was music involved because Shooter wrote the music for the death.
Shooter did write the death music, but Shooter was told that like death should be like 10 minutes long. And so that's why the intro for the death song is so long, generally your res before it actually gets into what's supposed to be the death music.
Unless you've actually roamed around. Oh, excuse me. Which brings us to the next death topic.
More death? More death?
More death. More death.
More death?
And that would be a ghost.
Why do ghosts have an encumbrance?
Ghost truckers, man. Ghost truckers.
Ghost truckers.
Old topic, but somebody, and of course I love Warius and his topics because he's got a lot of spot on things, but again he's repeating stuff that's just ancient to some of us folks who have been around a while, and it's nice to see a refresher in some of this. We're gonna get to another good one by Warius here in just a minute. So
being a ghost is a painful reminder that dying in soda hurts a lot.
No, you're dead.
The worst thing could be the fact that one has to go from a dead body to an onk, sometimes far, far away.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Or maybe the fact that one can't use doors, ladder, etc., despite being a ghost. But no, to me, the worst is to be over encumbered as a ghost. And thank you for that link to the UO death sound bomb.
Are we gonna play it in the background?
Yeah, I did. Okay. This makes no sense. I genuinely think being a ghost is already way too much punitive. Why worsening it by losing the ability to carry weight? I mean, a ghost is not evolving on the material plane. Why would it be over encumbered? Could you please consider fixing it?
It is
Thanks.
fixed.
Alley-oop, it does point out that that's deliberate. There was a whole spate of people killing themselves to bypass weight restrictions. Chris called them ghost truckers, and I don't think so. Dying in soda hurts even a little. You don't lose items, you don't lose XP, you don't lose gear durability if you can get a res or to an onk. You don't even lose your food.
That's not true on the gear durability. The only time your gear takes the hit is when you die, is my understanding. Anybody want to contradict that or tell me different?
My gear really doesn't take a hit when I die.
That's where it's supposed to take the hit, and that's where I understand the only hit is taken is when you die. Now, it doesn't take as big of a hit when you're resurrected, but when you go to the Ankh, I believe you get a bigger hit when you take it to the Ankh. So that's why it's best to have somebody res you. Serpent Wine says, I tried to damage my armor to gain repairs. Why would you want to do that? Econda says no.
And jumping to your death has no effect.
You die.
maybe this would be the time for a massive revamp of gear durability and actually making shit actually break.
Econda says, you only take durability hit if you auto-res, the timer expires, or you change scenes.
Yeah. And Warius is like, damn these people. It's like dungeon mob loot. Sure, you don't lose all those things yet, but onks can be very far, and when PvP fishing, for example, it's always very painful. It takes minutes to join the onk. And
maybe you shouldn't be carrying all that weight if you're PvP fishing. Especially if you become over encumbered, which means you're using things to carry weight to counter that weight. And so when you die, you lose all those buffs. So maybe you shouldn't be carrying all that junk with you, especially in PvP fishing. Just a little hint there.
Yeah. Scroda, things never actually truly broke and disappeared. And that was another of Chris's bugs, where durability was being every time you attacked, things were being damaged.
Well, see, this was what I'm not understanding from Serpent Wine. She says to get gains and repairs, but I'm not aware of any repair skill that's functional in any sense of the word in the game. There's either repair kits or there's Kodo repairs, which actually just got more expensive, contrary to what was just said in chat there. So Kodo repairs went up earlier this year from 100 to 250 per repair. I understand there's a skill for repair, but I don't believe it actually functions on equipment, does it?
Does it work? Or has it been Shroud mathed?
Yeah, it was... There's a repair skill which should affect how much you repair with each kit.
Repair using just a kit, no skill, repairs less durability in theory. Serpent Wine is like, no, it does nothing.
So she got it to 120 to find out. Yeah, and again, what skill is that? Let's bring that up. What skill tree is that under? Is that under armor?
So each each of the crafting skills for like blacksmithing should have a repair skill. So blacksmith repair, under carpentry, there should be a carpentry repair. And under tailoring, there's a tailoring repair. This is where something like on the QA server, the ability to set a skill would be very beneficial. So that way you could say, okay, I'm going to set this skill at 1. I'm going to go do things. Set it at 100, go through and test things. Otherwise, we have a lot of people saying, hey, this is the way it should work, and no one knowing how it does work, because more than likely the repair skill was never actually tied to
blacksmithing repair says increases the amount repaired for a blacksmithing repair. So if you're using a kit, I mean, that's just a totally useless skill, because kits are a dime a dozen. And you know what? I'll just throw 3 on instead of 2 if I have to spend points to do that. What if you don't use kits? Well, then how do you repair? You pay in the Kodos?
Yeah. Table repair used to give more points than just using the kit.
Didn't know there was such a thing, tell you the truth.
Yeah. 100% repair at a table with a kit. I don't know. I just drag scrolls onto my stuff and repair it that way.
Yeah, I mean, no sense going to a table. You're wasting time and energy by doing that. Or you can just do what Jack does and just wear newbie gear, and you're safe to go. You don't ever lose any durability.
I mean, you have to remember, all of my gear was donated that I hunt with. It's like,
Stymie, thank you. Right click to repair. Why do you have to take your equipment off, put it on a table, drag your kit to the table, and click repair? Just right click on the damn thing in your let's go over here. Let's pull up the let's see. Here's my cloak. 84 out of 100 durability. I right click, I click on repair. Bam! There we go. 100 out of 100 durability. No need to go to a table. No need to do anything. Let's see my rabbit ears. 80 out of 80. Let's see. My Royal Founders leather chest armor. 147 out of 150. Right click, repair. Bam! 150 out of 150. I don't know why you'd be going to a table. I mean, that's just my 2 cents. So very interesting there, Serpent Wine. I didn't know people actually wasted time and energy on that skill. Again, you can see I've got nothing there. I went to salvage. I got 96 in blacksmithing. I GM'd it. Let's see what I got in carpentry or tailoring. GM carpentry, didn't even bother with salvage on carpentry, really. Tailoring too much. And carpentry, I actually GM'd both the salvage and carpentry. The rest of them to me are totally useless, because I don't do any of that crafting and stuff. It's a waste of my time and energy when I can just go out there in the world and find stuff that I want from people who wasted that time and energy. My 2 cents.
Let's just say it's right click to repair and repair scrolls. In general, bad idea. But because, hey, you know what? I have lots of bad ideas for the way lots of things are implemented.
Winfield's got it down there. Pin that one up there. Winfield says, I only need my fishing pole repaired. Oh, wait.
Never mind.
Mine's a prosperity tool.
Never mind. When I'm repaired.
I'm repaired. That's right. Yeah. That only works for tools, though, and of course, one of them things again that you all opened up that box of worms. Prosperity tools were supposed to be something that were pledge rewards, and now you can just buy them. Actually, they were selling them back in the day. I don't think they were only pledge rewards. They were actually for sale.
Those were up for sale.
But Yeah, they weren't supposed to be the way they are now. Let's just put it that way. And Stymie, I like that. I didn't think about that. You could actually repair your weapon with a right click, even in combat. That's a cool one to know.
Yep.
That's really, really cool to know, as long as you've got the repair kits. But moving right along, we're done with the topic of death and animations there.
Okay. Hey, let's talk about those things that we're never going to do. Hide, helm, cloak.
Oh yeah, well this is quite interesting, and point given for the answer here by Alley Oop, which if anybody's ever done this before, you'll understand how much this hurts.
Yeah. Can the option to hide, cloak, and helm be bound to character specifically and not account wide? JRS 99 wants, hey, having it bound to Dex would be pretty awesome too.
Awesome.
And then Alley Oop's like, it's not account bound, it's computer bound.
It's computer bound.
Off the configuration file.
So if you have multiple accounts and you have one thing set on one account and you go change it on another account and you come back to your main account is stuck with the changes you made on the other account and vice versa. So it's not even freaking account bound, it's computer bound, which is one of them unexplained mysteries of the universe, because I can't tell you how many times I've switched accounts only to find stuff that I don't want. You know, I have certain things set on my main account for reasons, and I don't want, you know.
Are you ready for this, Econdis?
The Emperor's New Clothes rant?
Yes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, lads, what's the Emperor's New Clothes rant?
Is we should have patterns for the Emperor's New Clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Why not a bug as intended? Speak to Algarian, I'm sure he'll fix it. Yeah,
yeah, no. But yeah,
Xander, wow, that's right. For fuck's sake, computer bound. Maybe let's get rid of all computer bound settings already. Which is gonna lead us into even more great Shroud math for you folks out there, because not Shroud math, but just Shroud questionable activity, as we jump over to a topic that we were talking about earlier this week. Oh yeah, I know you're having trouble understanding. Which is the new Inky commands. That's right, the new Inky commands, because this has got everybody in an uproar over how they're going to interact with each other. And clarification has been asked for, but nobody in their right mind knows how this is going to function, how it's going to react, and whether
how the variables,
how variant the variables are going to act in the world. That's right. So let's jump down, because we did cover some of these, and we'll go down to where I had commented relevant to the tweet. And let's go bring that tweet up real quick again, just to refresh everybody.
Due to risks involved with players serializing unlimited unknown data to our servers, we are only storing data in the local data store on the computer. So Laz is like, so that would mean that there shouldn't be a problem with other people's scripts interfering with each other? Owsley's like, no.
Well, again, I said that because if I wrote the script, I'm referring to the Inky scripts. The script is on my computer, until we discuss the fact that when somebody goes to click on it, then the data is saved to their computers, which is what Owsley points out. So go ahead and go with that there.
What he's saying is the variable data is stored on the client, not the servers. We're not talking about scripts. We're only talking about variables.
And Z asking for some clarification, which we're
From
still
what I
waiting
know,
for.
the variables will only be stored local to the client, meaning that your setting for the variable will your own, so you will not see anyone else. Now, the question is, are all variables stored in files for each NPC or one global? If global, I see an issue of overwrites from others who use the same naming of variables.
Right.
Chris.
So again, he's seeing what I saw. I mean, meaning that if it was stored local to the client, then the settings should be only yours and not anybody else's. But then if somebody's doing your quest, and I now comprehend that when they click on that quest, if I'm using one variable and Jack's using the same variable in different quests, and somebody clicks on mine and somebody clicks on Jack's, or vice versa, are they going to overwrite each other? Are they going to collide with each other?
That's where if they were like using a UUID system for each of those conversationalists for all the variables, so that way, like when it's saved, you've got the UUID followed by the variable, and you'd had a more consistent naming scheme, that would resolve that conflict, because UUID collision, especially if it's like 32 characters long, is only like a 1 in a billion chance.
So what you're saying is that each individual conversationalist has a specified ID number, so anything clicked on that would be identified by that alone? Is that what you're referring?
Well, so Econdis is like, nobody's going to tamper with those files saved to the local machine to exploit quests, I'm sure.
I'm sure of it. That's right.
Now, the problem becomes one where if I have a quest for my NPC and Laz has a quest for his NPC, we set the exact same variable name, blah. So our variable name is blah with whatever after that. Player C comes to my conversationalist first, gets the variable blah set to one thing. Then he goes over to Laz's character, engages in that quest through the conversationalist, gets his blah set to something else. So now the player goes to my next step of my quest, my player created quest. It does that lookup on my variable blah to make sure it's got the right information. But it was overwritten by Laz's dialogue, which breaks my quest.
Tina says that defeats the purpose, though, Jack. The point is that I can exchange flags between the two NPCs as part of my quest.
That is two separate NPCs
with the same variable.
Different quests with the same variable name. That is the core of the problem. If the variable names are just generics, so globally set, that means that if I set mine as blah, Laz set his as blah, we have a collision of data. Yes, which is all about like either hashing the account name and creating a UUID of some sort. That's why I actually went with the UUID of the NPC, so that way, or the name of the quest, whatever you want to do.
Yes. Now again, the reason why we're
automatically do that. The reason we're asking these questions now is
how is Chris going to implement how it's going to be serialized. We want to know how it does or does not collide. That's the question we're getting at. Is are these things that need to be worried about, or is there an answer to the question that he just, because Chris is always so vague with doing his, well, here it is, but doesn't provide any info as to how it works. So again.
Yeah, and Hegpets is right. The UUID wouldn't be on the it would have to be related to like the quest name that's created, and then you'd have to like tie all the other conversationalists to that in order to prevent.
Again, what if we both have a quest name named blah, What I mean. I know the chances of quest names being actually, identical are slim. I'm not going to say slim to none, but slim because, again, nobody would exploit that either. Like us, we would never do something like that to mess with the system. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. See, that's something that would have to be
But
defined there.
we don't know that. Okay, we don't know that yet, Tina,
Well,
and that's what part of the point. We don't know
and
that yet.
so the thing we don't know for the people listening, although we know that number is 0 right now, but still, the problem is there isn't a quest name defined anywhere. That would be, hey, why don't you do this? So that way you can do something else. But yeah, it is one where it's like, how well thought out is this system? Do we know? And the answer is no. That's why we're asking questions.
And that's why people are asking questions. And Econdas, I love you, man. Pinned up top. This is why we can't have nice things. Might pop up again because of you, Laz.
The reason we can't have nice things is because shit design equals shit product.
Yeah. Garbage in, garbage out. Again, I'm sure he's got an answer to it, and you'll probably have to tune in Friday to find that answer out.
Yeah.
Again, it's on QA now. Mom says, I just want the whole thing to be fixed or tossed so my head stops hurting. That would help as well. Again, it's on QA for anybody who wants to go test, but you'll need somebody to, take an identical thing to do that and then check it out with that. I guess the best way to test it would be to write one script or write one quest and then have somebody duplicate that same exact quest and see what happens when they both get run. Would be the actual rabbit test, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, Tina's like, dollars to donuts, it's going to be your problem and the honor system.
Yeah, well, give that man a cookie. He ain't been around the block once or twice to see what happens. He knows what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen.
That's kind of like why Owsley started this thread, because he said we should agree upon some standard, like using out of character name or account login as a prefix or suffix on any saved session variables. I would not use your account name because that gets saved on someone else's computer.
Yeah, not account name.
I would probably like use
in-game name,
quest name, and part of your in-game name for those variables. The question then becomes, hey, does that variable name end up counting against the 8,000 characters that I can have in an Inky script?
That's been upped, hasn't it? And that's only, I think it was 10,000 in the free Inkies and higher in.
Was that updated to my automaton?
Let's see. Well, that's a free one, so I don't know. Let's see.
And why do we have different amounts of space?
One is for paid. You bought the conversation list, and one is for the free conversation list that you can craft.
My automaton is neither.
That's a free one.
But does anybody know how many characters the Inky script can save?
I'm looking.
Because is it? Oh, come on. Because where would that be? Deco mode. What is deco mode? What's my key for deco mode?
Stymie, we do. We've got conversationalists all around here in a lot. We've got.
I can't pick up my conversationalist. I have to right click on them and pick them up.
There it is.
Automaton.
Let's see.
Oh, come on. Edit dialogue. Because there's nothing that says how many characters I can have in here.
The original limit was 1,000. I see that now. I'm trying to figure out where.
Hey, I found a way to get my name back on my conversationalist.
Oh, pick it up.
Resummoned it. Yep. Pick it up and drop it back down. Until tomorrow, when that name will disappear.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if Soda.
Oh, and Inky Bridget Royal's like, Inky gets decent use. Go look at what they charge for a conversationalist. They really should work for that price. So let's go do a search in conversationalist. There are 92 of them. $10, $15, $20, 1,200 or $12.
Really? Have they gotten that expensive?
1,500 kodos, man. You too can pay 12, 15, or $20 for a conversationalist.
What, $20 or what? The dragons?
$20 are the dragons.
Them big
$15
suckers.
are things like the ghosts.
Lich.
Yeah.
Kobold Ghost. Kobold Fighter. Kobolds.
And so much consistency in the types of NPCs as far as what their prices are. Like, some of them are like conversationalist, elf archer, female 1, $15. Scroll down to,
And not a single mention in here as to whether they what their character limits are. Let's see if it's in the help. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Because
yeah.
I've looked everywhere else, and I can't seem to find. Let's see, Inky.
I mean, really, those things should be no more than $2 each. Because if you sell them at $2, people are going to buy 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and turn around and create some epic quests.
X and deck building, conversation window.
Oh, whoops. My conversationalist I actually didn't place. I summoned. The hell?
Interesting.
So he's not actually placed, which is ridiculous. I summoned him, which is really funny.
That is.
And now I can't modify his like walking or anything like that on my lot.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything.
And his name is no longer there because it's the automaton decoration pet. That's why.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a little different.
So I summoned him as a pet. The name appears. I placed him as decoration and no name. Yeah.
Custom NPC dialogue.
Yeah, that is intended.
And again, no information as to how much the characters are, but I think it's like 10 and 18,000.
No clue.
Yeah. I'll have to do a little research later on and see what I can come up with on those answers. But anyway.
Well, remember the automaton was the very first one, and it had what, like a 2,000 character limit?
1,000 originally.
1,000, yeah.
Yeah.
But was that limit ever upped along with everything else? And
it was.
Okay.
It was. Okay. Here we go. The conversation's a tutorial. And it said 1,000 and 5,000, but now I'm seeing limits of 1,000 for the free and 5,000 for the in-game. Was in the tutorial, but I believe that was upped even further after that. But the only documentation that I can see at this time is 1,000 and 5,000 in the tutorial in the forum. So that is what it is.
Old information.
Yeah. But let's get up to another topic by Warius, because Warius wants to know about the Noble's magical discourse orb.
Oh, that useless thing.
And the answer is no. Just getting ahead of myself here.
I've just bought a Noble's magical discourse orb from Player Vendor. Yes, I bought my nobility. And as the regular universal broadcast orb, I can use it while it's put on my lot as deco. But unlike the regular orb, I can talk in the Noble chat, but can't see what I've just typed, and I can't see people talking there. Any chance you could fix that and make it work like universal chat orb? Being able to use it as deco and chat and Noble chat at the same time? Thanks.
No. Because the difference between Universe Chat and Noble's Chat is you used to need the orb to talk in Universe Chat, and you used to get charged $2 if you didn't get it with a pledge to begin with. And they made it free for everybody, so you can place it as deco. You don't need an orb to talk in Universe Chat. Noble's Chat is a right and a pledge item, and you need to physically have the orb in your inventory in order for it to be useful. End of story. Did not know that a Noble's orb was placeable as deco. Let's look at that, though. Noble's magical discourse orb. It's locked in my inventory, so I got to unlock it.
I sold all of mine.
Oh, it's got a funky color to it, too. Did not know that was usable. But yes, that needs to be in your inventory in order to be used in Noble's Chat. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if you made it so that, I guess as long as you had the orb and you were owner of one, I guess that would be okay. But again, in order for it to be used, it needs to be in your inventory. Yeah, again, let's go over here. I have Noble's Chat, and in Noble's Chat, you'll notice that the only thing that went in Noble's Chat today was my announcement out to Noble's Chat, because I do announce in Universe, Noble's, Trade, and Zone when we go live every day, so I cover my bases and get out there. But yeah, very rarely. Let's see if anybody chats. Anyone home?
No.
Let's see if anybody answers in Noble's Chat. I'll be curious.
Remember, technically I'm a noble, but I am
you don't have an orb.
I don't have an orb anymore because I sold all of mine.
Yeah, then you're not a noble anymore.
I'm still a noble. I too.
One replay can't. What's going on, brother?
I too can set my title to Duke.
Yes, working as attended. Gray Fox. Replied to me. Now I have to explain myself.
That is some very, very fast cowbell action there, Scroda. But you know what time it is, Laz?
Yeah, Gray Fox is the only one else out there monitoring it right now. Yes, is it that time? It is getting to be about that time.
Shroud is on speed today with his playing. Is it everything or is it the loot?
It's nom 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 nom. My daily dose of Soul
Doritos?
just replied, so there's actually 3 people out there.
I did not see the tumbleweed go across Laz's chat. Because I do not watch Laz's chat.
I did not see tumbleweeds. I saw Doritos.
I didn't see him go across the screen because I don't watch your stream.
Yeah.
I look at Chatty.
You should see a whole string of Doritos in Chatty then.
Well, I see the Doritos in Chatty, but I don't see them on your stream.
Oh no, that just shows up on my camera.
Shh. All chats are dead, man.
3 people in Noble's chat, myself, Soul, and Gray Fox at the moment. So yeah, there are actually a couple people who actually monitor it, but that's about it.
Technically there are 4, but Timmy doesn't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Timmy?
Timmy!
Why would... Yeah.
Let's see. So we got Cowboy Bill Y'all hanging out. Xander hanging out. Shot Glass hanging out.
Yep.
And don't forget, you guys and gals are all invited to come join us right here on the lot. Each and every day we're live. Come visit, come say hello, come hang out. Of course, you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we misinterpret the news, so you don't have to right here on NBNN. NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube, on Twitch, on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Britannia Mining Company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove, and if you're a crazy like-minded miner type, they want you to join up with them. You can go to bmcguild.com/join, fill out an application, and somebody will be with you to check out your application and discuss entrance into the guild. WRFB Radio Free Britannia bring you the latest news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, including us at 12s and 6s around the clock Monday through Friday if you missed us live here daily. Shroud Music for ABC Files, and of course Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything and everything Shroud of the Avatar related, because 200 plus independently owned and operated shops can't be wrong. And Jack's going to tell you just a little bit about it before we pull our giveaways.
You know, you need to go to shroudmarketplace.com, register an account at the top, and then buy stuff. Over 200 different players registered as vendors, each one of them responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. So you get all kinds of great stuff from anything and everything. As long as it's not a bannable offense, it can be bought or sold at Shroud Marketplace. So do yourself a favor, go to shroudmarketplace.com, click on register, buy stuff. And if you want to sell stuff, click on vendor registration and sell your stuff.
You still have to register.
You still have to register. Registering is a requirement. But yes, go to shroudmarketplace.com right now. Buy stuff. Then sell stuff. Then trade stuff. Then have a fun time.
Be nice if you could trade stuff. That would be a nice feature.
Yeah. It would be also nice for like buy orders and everything else.
Barter system, that would be nice too, but it is what it is. But don't forget, all sorts of services available out there, everything from leveling services to mom's ore refining services to my wedding services and much, much more. And of course, don't forget to check out Jack's shop. Don't forget to check out my shop, Lazarus Loans, Weddings and More, because it's not just weddings. It's a whole lot more. Want to buy a duck? Want to marry a duck? Want to do unspeakable things to a duck? First you got to buy one, then you got to marry one, then you can do whatever you want to do to your duck. Right here on Lazarus Loans, Weddings and More. But meanwhile, I've got a copy of El Matador. That's $3.99 on Steam. Coming up for one lucky user out there as we close out today's giveaways. LOL the duck. Yeah. I'm going to pick that winner. And that winner is Tina. Congratulations, Tina. You are the winner of El Matador.
Econdis won himself a copy of Victorum, an action RPG featuring destructible environments, a procedural node-based world map, and dynamic magic shaping. Go destroy everything, you condis. There you go. There's that game key. $9.99 just for you. Congratulations.
Rigged.
Rigged?
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. We didn't win anything.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, we got to get out of here for today. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Just 2 days away. Thursday is release 95, so we'll be here for release day, of course, then. But we'll be back tomorrow with more right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.